Good morning, soul fam. Good morning. I got a question. If you were taking a shower, and you were sitting under that water and it was absolutely freezing cold, and you were suffering, and you just wanted it to stop, like, I'm fucking suffering, this sucks, what would you do? Would you just change the dial to hot? Or would you continue to just sit under there and say, oh, this is as good as it's going to get? Because that's what a lot of us are doing in life. We're having these negative thoughts that are creating these negative experiences, and we're suffering, not knowing that all we have to do is switch the dial and change the experience. And that goes from thinking negative thoughts to positive thoughts. Why is it so easy to think of a negative thought and get latched onto that thought and let it just create more and more and more? It's because it's conditioning that we went through, and we have to undo that conditioning. This universe is all mental. It's all mental. And that's how it's changed, is through our mind, through our perception, through our beliefs. And that's the only thing that we're working on. Maybe you're getting all these intuitive ideas, but you just can't seem to take action on it. Well, I'm here to let you know, to confirm that you're not supposed to take action right now. Those are just ideas, and they're going to manifest to even more ideas. And it's going to create a vision. And you just let that vision unfold, and you stay creating that vision. And you might add to it, or you might subtract some things, but you keep on creating that vision. Because that's how your life's going to change. It's not going to change from you doing a whole bunch of unnecessary things, tasks, out here. And I'm not doing much. Like, I'm always introspecting. If I feel something, feel something negative from somebody said, I'm questioning. Well, why do I perceive it like that? Why did that make me feel low and dense and like shit? Did I feel like I was being attacked? Like, I ask these things. Every time someone says something to you and it makes you feel some type of way, you have an anchor in there. You have a belief that says, when I hear this, I feel attacked and I'm going to defend myself. And that's victim mentality. You can't be attacked. Words can't hurt you. And then we have to quit allowing these words to hurt us. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if, someone calls you a racial slur or a punk. Anything. See, those are just words. And they'll make no sense to me. Because I know who I am. I know what I am. And I am not that. Create that vision. Stay focused on it. That's your only goal. How beautiful is that? You don't even have to take action right now. So quit thinking that you do. Surrender to what is unfolding in your life right now. Detach from it. Be the witness of it. And just keep on creating that vision. And eventually, it's going to inspire you so much that you just naturally, effortlessly take action on the things that you want to create. And that should be a relief to you. Like, wow, I don't even have to do anything right now except stay within and correct the things that are going on within me. And by doing that, you're going to change your life. You always hear like the law of attraction and being like, that shit's bullshit. Does that mean I could just sit on my mom's couch, get stoned all day, watch fucking Netflix and think of a Lamborghini and it's going to show up? No. Not necessarily. It can. But realistically, if you were sitting on your mom's couch getting stoned and you said, fuck Netflix, and you just hung out in your mind and you started creating these badass visions of the things you want to create, yeah, that will. Because it's going to lead you somewhere. You're going to have this one thought that says, wow, I have to check that out. And then you're going to check it out and it's going to lead to something else. And then these are just breadcrumbs that we're finding. We find a little breadcrumb, we eat it, and we can move on and we look for our next breadcrumb. We put so much unnecessary pressure on ourselves because we feel obligated to live up to other people's expectations. Like, oh, I gotta be successful. You know, I have to be this, I have to be that. Because that's the way I think they see me. And this Jay Shetty dude comes up, says this quote. I've mentioned it in previous videos, and I forgot who he heard it from, but it says, I'm not who I think I am. I'm not who you think I am. I am who I think you think I am. You know, and that just goes to show that we are constantly trying to live up to the illusion in our minds of what we think other people are expecting of us, you know? And we have to remove that. We have to remove that. That's people pleasing. And if you're always out to please people, then you're probably putting yourself on the back burner. And you have to ask yourself, like, wow, do I have that much lack of love for myself? Do I lack self-worth so much that other people's judgments, opinions, and the things I do are more important than what I think? And these are all things that we have to heal within us, you know? So many times we were brought up to live up to other people's expectations, and we were told that, you know, you don't express that anger. That's wrong. You don't do that. Or, you know, quit crying, man up. And like, so now we're conditioned to not express ourselves, to hold into these emotions. And when we hold on to emotions, they latch onto our energy, and then they start manifesting things that we don't want to experience. And it's all because of we're living the illusion that other people's judgments and opinions and expectations are important, but they're not. And once you realize the only thing that is of importance is what you perceive, and if you go to bed loving yourself, happy with yourself, and quit thinking that your happiness is dependent on the things that you did in that day. Whether, you know, you read a book, you meditated, you went out and shared lunch with a friend. Quit thinking that you have to do to feel a certain way. That's fucking bullshit. And that is another program and conditioning of the mind to use our external environment as a permission slip to feel happy. Oh, when I get this job, I'm going to be happy. Oh, when my music career takes off, I'm going to be happy. But if you're not happy now, don't fool yourself to think that you're going to be happy then when it shows up, because you're going to be in the same state of being, and then you're going to create another benchmarker and say, okay, but when I do this, then I will. And it's always going to be in that state of mind. And be happy now. Say, what do I have to perceive right here in this present moment? What do I have to become aware of? What do I have to acknowledge in order to see the blessings that are in my life? Because so many of us are blessed beyond capacity, but we don't see it because we're focused on what's not there. And money don't create happiness. It doesn't. And I realized that living on the streets. You know, I felt sometimes at my complete best, my highest vibe, out on the streets. Nothing, with nothing. Or next to nothing, I should say. And it made me realize that, wow, material does not create our lives. It doesn't create our happiness. It could enhance it, but it doesn't create it. And once you realize that and say, wow, I've been looking at this the wrong way. It's not what I get, what I receive, but what I can give. That's your way to happiness, is giving. It could be a kind word, a smile, some advice. It could be a few bucks. It could be a job lead. Doesn't matter. We're here to serve one another on this planet, but we're so separated that everybody's against one another. But just know That one person, that one bum, that one drug addict that comes up to you, and then all of a sudden you're thinking, what the fuck does this person want? What does he want from me? Everybody wants something from me. That person could have the trigger for your aha moment. They could have the piece of advice that you needed to get to the next stage in your life. So consider everybody a friend that you just haven't met yet. Everybody is a friend that you just haven't met yet. We all come from the same place, and we're all going to the same place. So if you want to change your life, all you have to do is change your mind. You ain't got to do anything out here. It's all in here. It's all in here. And just become aware every day of the thoughts that you have and the emotions that it brings. And if the thoughts bring negative emotions, bam, focus on that and ask why. Either way, have a beautiful day, but love yourself.